Today's show is brought to you by State Farm agent Ryan McDevitt. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ryan McDevitt is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. Call Ryan today at 630-796-2662. That's 630-796-2662. Or visit his website, ryanismyagent.com. That's ryanismyagent.com. And make sure to mention Sports Talk Chicago. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I want to start today with this. Does anyone listening or watching remember August 7th, 2007? If you don't, I'll refresh your memory. I was 7 years old. My eyes were glued to ESPN. They were simulcasting the San Francisco Giants game. Barry Bonds was on the verge of making history, and he did it. 7:56. Dwayne Kuiper's call still rings in my memory. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I thought to myself, how could a cheater win? We're always taught as kids, cheaters never win. But Barry Bonds did at the time. I was crushed. Many other people were crushed. Then, as Bonds rounded the bases, touched home plate, made it official, Hank Aaron came on the video board and congratulated Barry Bonds. I still think to this day, how hard was that for him? A known or suspected cheater breaking a record that was thought to be unbroken by somebody who did it the right way on top of it. That was a testament to Hank Aaron's character. Because if that were me, if I were Hank Aaron, I surely would not be happy that some cheater cut corners and broke my record. But he did. Aaron was gracious, congratulated Bonds, could not be more happy for him. And to this day, Barry Bonds is the quote-unquote home run king. I thought about all this past weekend when the news came out that Hank Aaron passed away. And that is, without question, a huge loss for the baseball community. Horrible. He was an ambassador to the game. I know his numbers were great. We'll get into that for sure. But talk about a great ambassador. Talk about great character. The guy congratulating a known cheater on breaking his record. The guy battling racial inequality. His career and what he did off the baseball field is just as impressive as what he did on it. And it's completely unfortunate that he passed away. I grew up knowing more about Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds than anybody. I would read all the time in old baseball books about the legend of Hank Aaron, what he did. Never got to watch him play, but he was great. To me, when people ask me today who the home run king is, I have no shame in saying it's still Hank Aaron. I don't. And you know me. I'm all for Barry Bonds getting in the Hall of Fame. He was a great player before and with steroids. But Hank Aaron will always be, to me, the home run king, unless someone passes him who did it the right way like him. I don't see that happening. Albert Pujols is far away, he's too old, and that's it. Fortunately for Aaron, he still leads in a couple of categories. Most RBIs all time, Hank Aaron. Most total bases all time, Hank Aaron. 3,700 hits. He hit 300. More walks than strikeouts. See, that's a misconception. Everyone thinks Hank Aaron, home run king. No, no, no. Hank Aaron did much more than just hit home runs. He was an all-around great baseball player. He's never talked about in that category because everyone thinks of the homers and because in his career, he was just consistent. He never had a 60 or 70 home run season, but every year he hit 40. He never hit 380, 400. He always stayed right around 300. His career is a model for consistency. In every aspect of it, not just home runs, batting average, hits, doubles, RBIs, consistency. The guy averaged 113 RBIs a season. Who does that today? For 23 years, nobody. See, people only think about the home runs and they are actually doing him a disservice. He's done so much more than just power up and hit homers. One-time MVP, that's all he needed. 20-plus time All-Star. You can't argue with his greatness. And to all of you who say today, Barry Bonds is the home run king, I will fight you tooth and nail on that. To me, a home run king is someone who is clean, someone who did it the right way. Someone who didn't hit 70 home runs at age 35 and say, oh, it's because of supplements. It's because of training. Meanwhile, Hank Aaron's averaging 37 home runs a year over 23 years. That's greatness to me. That's more great than what Barry Bonds did. Aaron did it for longer. And he stayed at that average. He never wavered. Couple of years, he went up to 40, couple 29, always stayed in there. Always stayed within that range. Nobody today plays for 23 years. Now we're all about rate stats and sabermetrics. Hank Aaron's totals are unmatchable by anybody today and anybody in the future. Home runs, RBIs, total bases, hits, all of it. That's what makes him great. That's what makes him my home run king. Consistency. Over a long period of time. Being clean. Not hitting all your homers in one season and chalking it up to new training. That's not to say Barry Bonds shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I want him in. But that said, he is not the home run king to me. I will never say it. You shouldn't either. Hank Aaron did everything the right way. That should be celebrated. And it is by a lot of people, which is good. He is the RBI king. No one could take that away yet. He's also the total bases king. He has a couple of records left. I hope they're never broken. I know A-Rod got close with RBIs, didn't get there. Bonds didn't get there. That warms my heart. Hank Aaron wasn't just a home run hitter. Not like Mark McGwire. That's all he did. Sammy Sosa. No. He did everything. And he doesn't get enough credit because he hit home runs. He did everything that you would ask for from a Major League Baseball player. One of the most productive and I would say underrated players of his time and even today. His legacy will always be the home run king. His legacy will always be 7:15, Vince Scully's call. That's fine. But do yourselves a favor. When you get a chance, take a look through Hank Aaron's numbers and at his career. You'll be astonished. You'll find something you didn't know before about him. Like that he had more walks than strikeouts. How he hit 300, 3,700 hits, 2,000 runs scored. Did you know any of this? Probably not. You just knew the home runs. He was such a great player. And then afterwards, a great ambassador. You could tell a lot about someone through their character. Hank Aaron congratulating a known cheater on breaking his record? That takes character. That takes guts. That takes strength. Aaron had it. Had it all. I can't believe he did that, because I wouldn't have. Many other people wouldn't have. He was mentally tough enough to actually see Bonds break his record and then say, "Good job, kid." I can't believe that. That's a testament to who Hank Aaron really is. Yes, he's a great baseball player. Yes, first ballot Hall of Famer. By the way, he wasn't unanimous, which makes me wonder who in the world would omit Hank Aaron from their ballot, but I digress. But he was a great person, too. Great person. It's an utter shame that he passed away. It's an utter shame that the Baseball Hall of Fame has seen 9 members pass away in the past year. Can you believe that? Don Sutton just passed away. Right before Aaron. It's horrible. It's a shame. These are living legends of the game. And they're passing away. It makes you realize, cherish who's here today. Cherish it. Cherish history, because before you know it, it'll be gone. That's my message. Look into Hank Aaron, you'll see how great he was, but just remember, one day, a lot of these guys who are here now, unfortunately, will be gone. And it's a shame that it has to be that way, but it is. Just remember his greatness. Remember his character. Remember what he did for the game of baseball. Remember what he did as a humanitarian here in this country. Vince Scully said it on the call. People in Atlanta in the 1970s were giving him a standing ovation for breaking Babe Ruth's record. Unbelievable. Unprecedented at that time. He was a giant for the game. He meant so much to baseball. And I hope that more people over the years could take time to see it. Do yourselves a favor. Look him up. Look into his story. Look into what he went through to get to the majors and to do what he did. And remember, because I will, the time he congratulated a known cheater for breaking his record. That was never supposed to be unbroken. He meant a lot to the game. He meant a lot to a lot of different people around the game. And he is going to be sorely missed. More to come here on Sports Talk Chicago. My interview with Brett Boone comes up next, so stay tuned. Hey, do you want to make some money this weekend? What if I told you I could offer you $250 free to bet on any game you want? Here's what you have to do. Go to sportstalkchicago.com/cash. sportstalkchicago.com/cash. You must be 21 plus. You must be an Illinois resident. You could bet $250 free on any game you want for this upcoming weekend. Bulls, NBA, college football. Put down some Super Bowl bets. It's coming up. You can do all of this right now and make a whole lot more money back. It's that simple. Go to sportstalkchicago.com/cash, sportstalkchicago.com/cash. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.